What if the silent, ever-burning fireball in the sky, our sun, decided to unleash its fury upon Earth? This is not the plot of a science fiction movie, but a real-life phenomenon that occurs more often than you might think. The sun, a colossal powerhouse of energy, is constantly at work, fueling life on our planet. Yet this same life-giving star has a volatile side. The sun's magnetic energy is in a state of constant flux, twisting and turning within its fiery depths. Occasionally this energy becomes too much to contain, erupting into enormous solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These are not just spectacular light shows, but violent bursts of radiation and charged particles, catapulted into space with incredible speed and force. These violent outbursts from the sun can trigger what we call a solar storm, a phenomena that can have dramatic effects on our home planet. Prepare to journey into the heart of this celestial tempest as we unravel the mystery and the might of solar storms. Now, imagine being at the heart of the sun, where a solar storm begins its life. Deep within the sun's fiery atmosphere, a fascinating process unfolds. It all starts with the sun's magnetic energy. Like an immense celestial dynamo, the sun churns out a vast amount of magnetic energy, which weaves and intertwines in a complex dance. This magnetic energy builds up over time, creating tension within the sun's atmosphere. Picture a rubber band being stretched further and further until it can no longer hold the tension. The sun, much like that rubber band, eventually reaches a breaking point. In a cataclysmic explosion of energy, the sun releases this pent-up magnetic tension. The resulting eruption sends a burst of radiation and charged particles hurtling into space at millions of miles per hour. This eruption sets off a chain of events that can lead to a solar storm, a cosmic tempest that races towards our planet with potentially disruptive effects. What happens when these solar storms, these celestial mood swings of our sun, reach Earth? Well, it's a fascinating tale of cosmic interplay, a dance of energy and magnetism that can have profound effects on our planet. Upon reaching Earth, solar storms interact with our planet's magnetic field. This invisible shield, which normally protects us from harmful solar radiation, can be severely tested by intense storms. The sheer magnitude of energy carried by these storms can create significant disturbances in this magnetic field, phenomena known as geomagnetic storms. These disturbances can cause our magnetic field to fluctuate wildly and even change shape, like a windsock buffeted by a gale. And what does this mean for us, the residents of Earth? Well, let's just say it's not all bad news. On the positive side, these disturbances can lead to one of nature's most spectacular light shows, the auroras. These dazzling displays of color visible near the poles are a direct result of solar storms. As charged particles from the sun interact with our magnetic field, they create brilliant dancing lights in the sky, a breathtaking spectacle of nature's power and beauty. But it's not all about the light show. Solar storms can also have more disruptive, even destructive effects. Our modern society relies heavily on technology, and this technology is vulnerable to these celestial tempests. Communication systems can be disrupted, satellites can be damaged, and power grids can even be knocked offline. Imagine, if you will, a world without electricity, without internet, without GPS, even for a short period. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? The dangers aren't confined to Earth either. Astronauts in space outside the protective cocoon of our atmosphere and magnetic field are in direct line of these solar storms. Without adequate warning and protection, they can be exposed to harmful levels of radiation. From beautiful auroras to potential technological disruption, solar storms demonstrate the power of our sun and its influence on our planet. So next time you look up at the sun, remember, it's not just a source of light and warmth, it's a celestial behemoth with the power to shape our world in ways we're only just beginning to understand. So what have we learned about the sun's fury and its impact on Earth? Well, we've discovered the immense power of the sun, a celestial body that emits a constant stream of charged particles. When these particles are unleashed in a sudden, violent eruption, a solar storm is born. These storms, vast tempests of magnetic energy, can travel millions of miles to reach our planet, disrupting our delicate planetary balance. We've delved into the potential impacts of these storms on Earth, from dazzling auroras to magnetic disturbances that can disrupt our technology and communication systems, and even pose risks to astronauts in space. We've also discussed the ongoing efforts of scientists and engineers to predict and mitigate the impacts of solar storms. Through space weather forecasting and innovative protective measures, we are working to safeguard our technologically dependent society against the sun's wrath. As we continue to push the boundaries of our knowledge and technology, we remain ever vigilant of the sun's fiery temper, a reminder of our place in the vast cosmic ballet.